Chapter 4. Applejack trotted through a large open field. Green grass was spread as far as the eye could see. Plywood apple trees were scattered about, while a cardboard sun, complete with a peanut on a smiley face, hung from the sky on highly visible wires. "Well, if this isn't the perfect setting," Applejack remarked, shaking her head. More and more trees popped up as Applejack continued walking. Hills started growing from the fields, forcing Applejack to continue down an increasingly narrower path. Every time she tried to deviate, a small mound of earth rose up in front of her. She reared back, kicked at it, nickering and gnashing her teeth. "Okay, Discord, I'll play your game. Not for nothing, I'm a 5-time Ponyfield Pinnacle Champion!" After a few more minutes, Applejack entered an open area. Trees, actual trees, were scattered about, apples hanging from almost every branch. She looked around, spotting what appeared to be some familiar faces. "Well, so I've explained to this," she said, tapping her hat. "I'll give you this for it." Big Mac, or a being representing her older brother, tried up to Applejack. "Well, about time you showed up," he said, expressing stern. He jabbed a foreleg at a copse of trees to his left. "Come on, AJ. We got trees to buck. Your family needs you." Applejack shook her head. "They do need me. They need me to South Discord." She started cantering around Big Mac. "Now, excuse me, I gotta get going. Boys to see, demons to see up." Mary Smith suddenly appeared in front of her, looking even older than when Applejack had seen her this morning. "Applejack!" she wheezed. "We need your help. The orchards are overflowing." Her eyes narrowed. "Ain't you got a happy family?" Before Applejack could say anything, Apple Bloom walked into her line of sight. She too was older. Not quite a full-grown mare, but no longer a filly. She had long, almost gangling legs jutting out of a much rounder, filled-out torso. Every time she moved, a king mark flashed into view, albeit one that changed every swing of her hips. "I was like, get here!" Apple cried. "I'm like Steve." She slowed to a halt a foot or two from Applejack. "Where you been, Sleaze? You've been missing out on everything." She flashed her flank. "Sleep, you missed my cutie mark." The voice sounded out in Applejack's ear. "Oh my, what a shame, Applejack. All that element nonsense, and there's so much you've been absent for. Moments in events you'll never get back, like tears in a shower." Applejack nickered. "Moments that'll never call back if you're a loose, Discord. I know what you're trying to do." "Oh my, you've got it all wrong, Applejack. I'll show you what you'll gain back if you stop chasing me. Give up on this and go home. They'll be there for you, I promise." "Yeah, that and 10 bits will get you a cup of coffee a la carte," Applejack said. "Oh, but this isn't all. Your family will be waiting for you back at Sweet Apple Acres. All your family." Applejack's ears wiggled back and forth. "What are you blabbing all about?" She waved a foreleg about. "All my family's here. What, are my extended clan equestrian whacker?" "So." Before he trailed off, his two ponies walked up from a pair of apple trees. They were both older than Applejack and her siblings. A mare and a stallion that walked side by side in perfect harmony with each other. The stallion had a pale yellow coat, flame red mane and tail, and an equally familiar hat. The mare was smaller than her lifelong companion, with pale game-blazed coat, an orange tail and mane done up with pigtails. The stallion removed his hat and doffed it in Applejack's direction. "Well, bless my princess," Big Mac said. "It's little AJ, all grown up." He looked to his right, ain't she a beauty? Buttercup looked at her husband. "Shine like a sapling." She looked at Applejack, her expression falling. "Darling, what's the matter?" She looked up to her. "You like you seen the smooth or something." Applejack batted the hoof away. "You're not real," she shouted, backpedaling away. She kept her eyes locked to the pair. "You died! You died in the flood!" She reared back and kicked the air. "You died!" Yes, they died. And wasn't it sad? Big Mac had to receive a hardship discharge from the military. Apple Bloom must grow up so fast. Granny Smith is spending her twilight years working her hose to the pad instead of retiring to Silver Shores. And you must sell your own dreams and desires. It's just not fair, Applejack. But I can make it fair for you. A swirling vortex of bluish-white air formed behind Applejack. Go ahead, Applejack. It'll be the easiest thing in the multiverse to do. Just turn around. You'll end up right outside Sweeple Alba Acres. Everyone you see here will be there, alive and well. Albsack turned to face the portal. Your lad. You had to be. How could the dead be raised? Oh, mere fool's play for me. Reanimating matter and sparking some neurons. A snap of my fingers. And no, I do not lie. After all, if I lied, then no one would be able to take me up on my offers. And who would play with me? Buttercup tried for a bit. It'd be awfully nice to see you again, Secret Cube. Brightman nodded. I hope you make the right decision. Raymond Dash flew through a large room, much larger than what could be contained by the amount Discord made. The ceiling was painted bright blue, with cloud-shaped bundles of cotton hanging from it. Lightning-shaped pieces of cardboard occasionally fell from the ceiling, barely missing Dash. Lame, she snorted. I've seen school plays with better special effects. Hire the team doing Daring Do series next time, Discord. A large mass of cotton appeared in front of her. Small scale model buildings and columns scattered about it. Rainbow Dash flew down, finally coming to a stop a few feet from the mass. She cocked her head to the side. I think I built something like this when I was a filly. Discord's voice sounded out of Rainbow Dash's head, causing her to fold her ears flat against her skull. Why, thank you, Dashy. I'm so glad to see you approving of my hard work. However, you go a bit closer, you'll see that I made some improvements and upgrades to the basic design. Rainbow Dash hesitated for a moment, physically flew closer to the mass of cotton. Her eyes narrowed as she pinned out specks moving to and fro, specks that quickly resolved themselves into Pegasi flying around. She quickly identified thunderbolts flying in formation above the Capitol building. Four more classmates of her time back into your speedsters camp. She chuckled slightly as one of the familiar stallion flew into view. Oh my gosh! Saphira almost looks cute at this size! Her head shot up and looked around. But do not tell that little creep that. My lips are sealed, Dashy. Although you might want to take another look. You missed a pair of Pegasi, particularly prominent in your persistence. Rainbow Dash groaned, but started looking over the miniature ponies once more. Okay, so who am I looking? She trailed off his familiar ponies. A stallion mare flew past. Mom? Dad? She says when he whistles and blue hoof buff fly by. Okay, very funny, Discord. See little toys that Mom and Dad supposed to fist me to, what, not stop you or something? You're quite mistaken, Rainbow Dash. These aren't toys. What you saying really were the inhabitants of Cloudsdale. Rainbow Dash's ears twitched. Her head turned. Wait, what do you mean were? The miniature began shaking. Pigs I scared about began panicking and flying in all different directions as buildings and columns collapsed. Windy whistles and bow hot flew off, ducking and dusting debris, sticking close together as they could. Rainbow Dash's eyes widened. Mom! Dad! She flew forward and reached out with them with her hose. But they passed through them, flying debris, and threw the clouds out at Dash's elbows. Hey, what gives? Well, this is a representation of Cloudsdale, Dashy. And as you can see, I just can't control my chaotic magic and ring it in properly with my attention divided. I do wish I could spare Cloudsdale, but having to continue with you and your friends. Discord's tongue honked. Same. A shame. Rainbow Dash pulled away from the miniature. She stared at it for a good long minute. So what? I'm supposed to fly off and save Cloudsdale for you? She's snoring. You'll just let me or something? Less let you and more reward you. If you leave me alone, I'll leave Cloudsdale alone. I'll curb my chaos directed up there so things can become, normal. And you'll be seen as the big hero. It's honestly a win-win for you, Dashy. Even as he spoke, miniature Rainbow Dash flew into the miniature Cloudsdale. Even as he touched down, shaking slowed down, finally stopping. Windy whistles and bow hot flew over to Rainbow Dash, hugging her roughly her mane. Others gathering around, some flying in a large banner that read, Rainbow Dash is awesome. Like that, they're giving you a heroine's welcome. Not that you wouldn't deserve it, my dear Dashy. You did do the right thing after all. And, oh, look, aren't those the wonderfuls you're always going on and on and on and on about? Spitfire's sword flew over to the miniature Rainbow Dash. She folded up Wonderbolt's uniform and Spitfire's forelegs, disappeared in a puff of smoke, only to reappear in Rainbow Dash. The trio flew off into the sky, every air of Pegasus and the Cloudsdale falling. Rainbow Dash stared at the scene wide. That does look pretty cool of them to do. She shook her head, the helmet of loyalty jangling with motion. mean, it looks cool, but is it cool? Your dreams, imagination, and acceptance are coming true. For the low, low price of flying back there to St. Cloudsdale, doesn't seem all that bad to me, Tashi. Now, what do you say? Fly on and risk not only yourself, but your home and family? Or fly back and be the hero that you always wanted to be? The choice is yours.